Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Best of Makeup 2023. So I recently did a skincare version as well for the best skincare of the year. You guys can go over to my channel to watch that video. Anyway, let's get started with makeup. First things first, foundations. I've got two liquid foundations to recommend to you guys. The first one is my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I'm in the shade Duval. I love this. Like, I am literally scraping the last bits of it. I hate the pump though. Like, it is super leaky, as you can see. It leaks like nobody's business. Really dislike the packaging of like this NARS foundation, but the finish is just the best. It gives you a really nice skin-like finish. It is medium to full coverage. Even when I layer it to full coverage, like literally you cannot even see a single freckle, it still looks very nice and natural. It looks like my second skin, and it gives that very natural glass skin look without the grease, and it's super long lasting. So this is my foundation, like best foundation of 2023, and I am so happy that I revisited it and I have not stopped using it since. So deserves a mention. This year was also a very big year for the Guerlain Parure Gold Skin. There is the glow version and there is the matte version. So of course, I'm a glow girl. I like the glow version. And this one is quite similar to the NARS one, just that the consistency is slightly thicker. This is Guerlain, this is NARS. But they both give very skin-like finishes. I would say Guerlain is a little bit heavier, so those of you with drier skins, you might enjoy Guerlain better. Cushion is my Clio Kill Cover. I love this in general. I use the shade 3BY. It's the new Founwear cushion. This is the limited edition one that has the cat print. I love how flawless it looks, how lightweight it feels, and how long-lasting it is. And because it's in a cushion format, I can bring it around with a mirror, I can touch it up on the go. Although I gotta admit that this is not the best at touch-ups, but I love how it makes my skin look. Super healthy looking, glowy, and full coverage. Concealer. I love this KIKO palette. Honestly, I wouldn't say that the quality is the best, but I love how all these colors are so brilliant. All these actually work together to cancel out dullness, redness, yellowness in my skin, and I like to use this before I go in with foundation. And I love that there is actually a glowy highlight in the middle. So with one palette, I get all of my concealing needs. I can't talk about under eye concealing without talking about this. This is the Rare Beauty Light Under Eye Brightener. It is kind of like a serum with pigment. You can see this texture. It is like a serum. It almost has no coverage, but it cancels out the purplish reddish under eyes very well. So I like to use this before I go in with my green concealer and my salmon concealer. Then I go in with a layer of concealer underneath my eyes. And how lightweight this is, it doesn't interfere and add on extra weight whenever you layer concealers. And this is the best of 2022, best of all time rather. It just brightens up the skin and the complexion and gives it that very clean look without the weight. This is the HUDA Beauty Fauxfilter Concealer. I'm in the shade 2.7 Coconut Flakes. I just want to show you guys how clean it makes me look, okay? I like to use this to touch up as well. I'm gonna apply here. Just look at how clean it makes my canvas. I use it to highlight, I use it to sculpt, I use it to conceal. And sometimes when I have no product on, this is able to cover up most of my blemishes and my redness and give me that look. Next up, powders. I use this the most, the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. The only thing is that it doesn't come with any puff, and the inside looks like this, so it can get quite messy, especially if you're trying to touch up on the go, but I love how fine this is. It sets your lines in your pores away. Like, I'm just gonna apply some here. So you can see it instantly takes away the extra shine, but it doesn't mattify it so much to the point that you look flat. And mind you, I'm packing it on. And I find that when it comes to very, very fine powders, even though you apply it in the crevices like your laugh lines, it doesn't actually cake or crease. That's the main difference I feel. Like drugstore versus high-end powders is that the drugstore one kind of settles into your lines and it gives you things like flashbacks. It just makes you look less natural in that sense. So next up, blush. These two are the only two blushes that I've been using the whole year. This is Dear Dahlia's Blooming Edition Paradise Soft Dream Blush. It's in the shade Joy. You can see I have hit pan. It's the best. Basically, it has a gradient shade, so you have something from the orange to pink. I love how fine it is on my skin. It just suits every skin tone, every color that I wear. Highly recommend this blush. And then I can't leave without talking about the Rare Beauty, the Soft Pinch blushes. This one in particular is in the shade Bliss. It is this like kind of pale pink color that it's more coral, but because it's so complementary to my skin tone, I'm able to get this shade and it's so easy to blend. Time for contour. You guys know I need a powder contour and a stick contour. Stick contour, no surprise, Fenty Beauty Match Stix. But the surprise is actually in this shade. It's in the shade Amber Suede 09. So I love Fenty Beauty's Match Stix because they are the perfect blend between hardness, pigment, and just easy to blend. You know, like you don't want something that is too melty that it gets all over the place, but at the same time you don't want something that is too hard that it makes gliding so difficult and blending so difficult. So this is the perfect combination, and it's so affordable because you literally don't finish using this. I have been using this every single day for like 1+ year. I still have so much left. I really don't know when I'm going to run out of it. Powder contour, I was really contemplating putting this or the Peri Pera or the Holika Holika one in, but I decided to bring in one that I use the most. Granted, I hardly reach out for this anymore, but this was one contour palette that I fell back on all the time. So this is the Etude Contour Powder. It's the Cho Hyojin collaboration in the shade Inventor. Comes with one light, one dark. The lighter one is slightly cooler, which I like to use in the middle of my face, so for my nose, for my eyes. Darker one, I like to use it for my hairline and the outer parts of my face. Highlight! So one liquid, one powder. Powder-wise, this has been my holy grail for the longest time. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This palette is the best when it comes to complexion. And Hourglass powders are so fine to make everything so traceless, so effortlessly glowy and shiny, you know. And I cannot live without this. So this year, I got a lot of compliments on my skin. And I always tell them it is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter. This is so good, like so good. Granted, it's messy AF. Just look at how grimy my wand is. But I have the miniature one that I got it from last year's Christmas. But I just love it. Like, firstly, it's ultra pigmented. So you just need a tiniest bit. And just like Rare Beauty's formula, it works so well underneath your powder, over your powder, touch up. It gives you that super high shine as if you are extremely nice and glowy, but you don't look oily, you don't look greasy, it doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it doesn't mess with your makeup underneath, and you just look so healthy and glowy all the time. Highly recommend this. The blush, on the other hand, is something that I like less because I feel that it's a little bit more artificial looking. It looks a bit more metallic, but this one, go and try. Time for my brows. So I've got two for you guys. One from the drugstore. It's my Excel Cosmetics. You guys know I love this. I love it because it's just so easy to use. It's fast free. It doesn't budge. It doesn't move. And it has both powder as well as pencil. So it's also super affordable and very easy to use. The spoolie is just nice, the size as well. The next one that I want to talk about is actually a new product from Benefit Cosmetics. It's called Always Ready Brow Pencil. This one is actually very smart because the tip looks like this, where it is slightly curved. Can you see? It has a slight curve, so it goes like this. It actually makes filling in your brows so much easier and so much faster. I think the USP for this is like it's literally beginners friendly. You close your eyes also you can do. Benefit makes amazing brow products. It does not budge. It has a whole range of shades to choose from. So go check this one out. Eyeliner. I've got two, one gel and one liquid. So the gel one is actually from Can Make. It is a drugstore brand. It's so affordable, but their Creamy Touch liner is one of the best in terms of how creamy it is, how long lasting it is, and how thin. Like the whole entire feel, the glide, the tugging, the opacity, it just makes so much sense. And you can see I can draw very, very, very like thin lines. I can also draw like thick lines. Basically, it's extremely easy to maneuver. Liquid liner, I have been loving this brand called 3650. I actually got it in Japan in July. The brush, it's very, very nice and easy to use. I love that the pen is not overly long, so you know, it just really feels like you're holding a pen. And because it has this hexagonal shape, your finger is able to rest well and easy and comfortably to draw that nice flick. Eyeshadow, it would be a crime to not bring up this like harabochi eyeshadow. I call this the grandfather of all eyeshadows because of how gross it is. Like it's meant to be clear, but now it's cloudy. You can see how many shades have actually hit pen. I love this Roman Better Than palette in Mahogany Garden. The texture, the quality, the pigmentation, the blend, like how easy it is to blend, it's just top notch, guys. And I love that they are so well thought of, like the colors, the shades, the glitters. I love how thoughtful they are because you've got your small shimmers and you've got your super large glitters. These are huge glitter chunks. You've got your satin shimmer and you've got your slightly middle chunk shimmer. Just look at that. Just the shimmers alone, it's different. And now we are down to lips. I've got 4 lip products here. They are all different textures. So the first one is actually what I'm wearing today. Clio Air Matte. I think it's called Air Matte. It's called 08 Tangerine Tart. I love this shade. Mostly not so much the formula, but the color of it. Like this color is just very, very flattering on my skin tone. It's in between like a red and a coral with a little bit of pink inside. So basically, even if I'm wearing a yellow, even if I'm wearing a black, a white, a pink, a blue, I'm able to match with this. And I love that it's fairly comfortable. It doesn't settle so much into the fine lines, but it's not super long lasting if you ask me. The next one that I want to talk about is this Amuse Shoe Velvet lipstick. This one is in the shade 02 Shoo Shoo. I like this one for its shade, not really the formula nor the lasting power. It's a very MLBB shade. I can use this every single day and wear it without makeup and I just look so healthy. Rare Beauty, I love all of this soft pinch tinted lip oil, like all shades of it. This one is in the shade Serenity. It's always in my purse. I also really like the shade Delight. It's a lip oil, so it's very moisturizing. Gives you high shine. It leaves a stain, although I wish it would lasted longer. But the texture is so light, it's not sticky. Lastly, lip gloss. I love this Dear Dahlia one. It's really gross and grimy now. I love how glittery and high shine it is. So I just dab it on top of any lip product, and it just transforms it and make it extremely glossy. It's not sticky, and it feels weighty. It doesn't feel like there's nothing at all, just that it makes me very conscious about it. And you guys know about lip gloss, right? If you're not conscious about it, it's just gonna get in your hair everywhere. So it's good that I'm slightly conscious about it, but not too bothered about it. So this is the best of the best, my best makeup of 2023 recommendations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if I missed out something or if you spot any of your favorites in this video, let me know as well in the comments box down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!